Hi, welcome to today's healing. I'm Kristen, and if you're joining me today, that means that you are ready to make a change in yourself and the world around you. I'd like to apologize for being gone for so long. I had some personal things, everything just seemed to happen at once, and I know that most of you, if not all of you, have experienced something like this. And today I am going to be talking about something different. I am going to read some writings of mine that follow along with soul love. I know that we have probably many of us, most of us, if not all, have experienced love, marriage, boyfriend, fiance, or, girlfriend. And I experienced something over 20 years ago and it sparked my writing. I've always written and journaled, but nothing like this. And for 15 years I just wrote, and then I had some things go on in my life and I just was blocked and couldn't write anymore. And now I'm hoping to get back into my writing. But soul love, people say, oh, I want to meet my soulmate. I've met my soulmate. Well, this is my perspective, but everyone we meet or are close to is a soulmate, because from my perspective, you have a core group that you travel lifetime to lifetime with, and you exchange roles. Like your husband in this lifetime might have been your son or daughter in the last lifetime, something like that. So it's very interesting to think about, and I've done a lot of reading on it and a lot of intuitiveness opened up to that. So, but soul love, like people talk about twin flame, and I think over 20 years ago I met mine, and we were friends. He was from Scotland and I was from here, and I just one night, because I was going to be going to Scotland and I wanted to join the Scottish Pen Pal board, so I did. And the first night there, it was like bam, our energies just hit. And for 5 years before I let him go, I was going through therapy and things like that, but he helped me so much. And sometimes it's about that. It's about really helping each other learn and grow. And, but to this day, I still feel, but I know that he's not the man that I'm supposed to marry. So, but here are my writings. There are several of them, but they all kind of go together with this soul love. He reaches out and touches hearts, leaving thumbprints in his wake. They all fade, but for one, leaving an imprint on that heart. The doctor has left his calling card, awakening destiny with the sun. I know not his face, but his eyes, his soul. He is light from the heavens, again I feel whole. I bask in the warmth that is him. Is it possible to have known him before? Our destinies are crashing like waves to the shore. What if we returned in footprints to places we've never been? Revisiting experiences that never were and experiencing possibilities that took place in the time we stood in footprints in places we've never been. If I stood in front of you in footprints, would you see the reflections in my eyes? Would you feel my tears as they fell upon your hands? Would you see them as they filled the footprints in places I've never been? What if we could return in footprints to places we've never been? Would you feel the part of me that moved through you? You would feel the part of me that remained. In the train station, you spoke to me. Through the window, I saw your eyes. I breezed over your image as you did mine, that held the likeness of you. Mirroring my reflection, I saw you seeing me. Where bodies don't exist, you spoke to me in the train station. As you held me on the darkened path that served us as a lighted street at the train station, you spoke to me. Never did we touch, never flesh to flesh, but you reached for me silently, so reverently, in the train station. My lips formed words that your ears could not hear, so lost, so deep, you were driven underground, as your hand held mine in a loving embrace. Then your fleshless hand skimmed my soulful face, as lips not moving on a whispered breath joined you in the essence of the dance. I felt your love as an artist's hand will sculpt and paint, a muse with light. You held me tight in the night, as is day. You did not say hello, nor did you say goodbye. Your lips touched mine in the train station. As I boarded to leave, your eyes watched from the street as I held your sight and pulled out in the night. I chanced a glance one last time as lips touched mine in the train station. You breathed my name, I breathed you in. You left on the breath that I breathed, disappearing, breathing you into me. I fell into your eyes and slid into a smile, being the most glorious day of my life. With the essence of your touch, I left my fingertips entwined. I was in love once, in the train station, where my soul still dances with you. I feel him through his presence as he frees me from myself, and he feels me through the presence of my writing, where time holds the meaning of a word as a day and sentences become my lifetime. He sees everything about me through the ink as it dries in a place so deep it appears endless. I knock on the door, he opens his soul. I step through that door and walk into my own. I remember the museum, seeing you there, enjoying the day, watching you, watching me. You were reading a book on ancient discovery while I was writing in companionable silence. I pondered how handsome you to be, even so, devastatingly. I wondered at a distance. I looked to my left, my mother was there. I looked to your right, there was your wife. I looked straight ahead and continued my writing, watching you, watching me in companionable silence. I was there with you and you were there with me at the museum on the most beautiful day as celestial bodies danced overhead in silent communication. I really experienced this, except that his wife wasn't there. And I had never met him, but I was going to a town that he said he was from, a little town. So my mom boarded a train in Scotland with me, and I had asked him to meet me there. And I was at a point in my life where I was divorced now, and I was very afraid, growing up. Things happened to me. And so I was very afraid of men, of dating and things like that. But I just was so attached to him. Our souls just knew each other. It was amazing. And so he did meet me there. But I was so afraid my brain couldn't connect. And I triggered. And so I didn't meet him. It was just a real small train station, and there were just a few of us on the little train that came in. and he left. But I asked him, "Do you know so and so?" And he's like, "There's probably 10 so and so's up here in the hills, you know." And and that was that. So my mom and I spent the day in Glenfinnan, Scotland, and enjoyed ourselves immensely. Okay, that's me. If you have had any experiences with a soul love, a twin flame, um, you know, true love, go ahead and share it. Go ahead and hit like, subscribe if you want to. I appreciate it. It helps out a lot. And above all, I appreciate you joining me and taking the step forward to further healing. Until next time, I will see you again. Bye bye. Oh, remember, go out and change the world. Bye bye.